What if I told you that some of the most dangerous missions in modern history were carried out by people whose names you will never know, whose faces you will never see, and whose very existence is officially wrapped in silence? There are no medals on display, no late-night interviews, no autobiographies climbing bestseller lists. Yet, when a situation becomes so sensitive, so politically explosive, or so high risk that failure simply isn't an option, there is one unit the United States turns to again and again. That unit is 1st Special Forces Operational Detachment-Delta, more commonly known as Delta Force. Today, we're exploring what Delta Force really is, how it came to exist, and why it occupies such a mysterious place in modern warfare. And if you enjoy deep dives into hidden systems and organizations like this, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps us keep telling stories most people never get to see. Now, let's begin. For much of modern history, the United States did not have a permanent, full-time counterterrorism unit. Military forces were structured for large-scale conflicts, wars between nations, not sudden hostage crises or surgical rescue missions. When emergencies happened overseas, responses were often improvised. Units were assembled on the fly. Preparation was limited. This worked until it didn't. As global terrorism increased in the 1970s, it became clear that reacting wasn't enough. The US needed a force that was always ready. That reality became impossible to ignore. The turning point came after events like the Munich Olympics massacre, which exposed how unprepared many nations were for fast-moving hostage crises. The United States recognized a critical gap. There was no dedicated unit trained specifically for counterterrorism and hostage rescue on a global scale. The solution wasn't to modify existing forces. It was to create something entirely new. That push came from Charles Beckwith, a U.S. Army officer who had previously served alongside Britain's Special Air Service. Beckwith saw firsthand what a specialized, permanently ready counterterrorism unit could accomplish. He spent years advocating for a similar force within the U.S. Army, one built around selection, adaptability, and absolute discretion. In 1977, Delta Force was officially established. Quietly, deliberately, without public announcement. Delta Force was never meant to be large. Its strength comes from small teams, precision planning, and flexibility rather than numbers. Unlike conventional units that rely on rigid doctrine, Delta Force operators are trained to adapt in real time. Every mission is different, every environment unpredictable. Plans are expected to change, and operators are expected to think independently when they do. Delta Force operates under Joint Special Operations Command, often alongside intelligence agencies. Its budget, structure, and logistics are designed for speed and secrecy rather than visibility. This allows missions to remain deniable, minimizing political fallout and preventing unnecessary escalation. Secrecy isn't just a preference, it's a requirement. Selection into Delta Force is notoriously brutal. There are no applications and no guarantees. Candidates are drawn from the Army's most elite units and pushed to their limits. Long-distance land navigation, sleep deprivation, isolation, and constant stress are used to test decision-making under pressure. Instructors aren't looking for the fastest or strongest. They're looking for who keeps moving when everything goes wrong. Most candidates fail, and that's exactly the point. Those who make it through selection face training that is even more demanding. Operators train in close quarters combat, advanced marksmanship, breaching, intelligence gathering, and surveillance. They rehearse missions in mock cities, aircraft, ships, and underground facilities. Hostage rescue scenarios are practiced repeatedly, where split-second decisions can mean life or death. Delta Force doesn't just train soldiers to fight, it trains them to think. So what exactly is Delta Force? It is not just a military unit, it is a tool of last resort. It exists for moments when diplomacy fails, when time runs out, and when mistakes are unacceptable. Most of what Delta Force does will remain hidden, and perhaps that is exactly how it's meant to be. Silent, unseen, and ready when the call comes. If you found this story interesting, let us know in the comments. Are there other secretive units, technologies, or historical moments you'd like us to explore next? We read every suggestion, and we may feature yours in a future video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. We'll see you next time.